Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, as you see from the title, we're actually looking at another Pixi eyeshadow palette, and I think this is just absolutely gorgeous, and it is one that I'm definitely going to wear no matter what. So these are the Eye Effects palettes, and there are two of them which are new. So the one I'm going to use is Rosette Ray. So this is it there. As you can see, it's quite an autumnal palette. There are some burgundies, some oranges, a more pinky one, a dark brown, which I am so happy with, and then there are a few lighter ones up here. These are shimmers. So in this there are 4 shimmers and 5 matte shades, which I think is actually really good. For me, this is such a usable palette. These are colours that I would wear anyway, and it comes with a really big mirror as well. And then on the back it does have the names as well, so I'll go through that a little bit more in a minute because that's what I'm going to use. And then the other one is Hazelnut Haze. So these are the colours. I see these a bit more browny. There are some more nudie colours up at the top. A real nice brick orange. I love that shade. I really like this one in the middle, which is Sage. And it's like a goldy, but it has a little bit of a green effect in it as well. Absolutely gorgeous, and like obviously that is a shimmer. So in this again you get 4 shimmers and 5 matte shades. So again, very wearable. You've got ones that you can use for like your base sort of thing, if that's what you want. You've got ones you can use for the crease, the lid, everything. Again, it has the big mirror on the top which says Pixi. But yeah, I've not actually tried this palette. I just thought the other one was a bit more me. So some of the colours in this are Cream, Sage, Bark, Russet, Bronze. That's just a couple of them. Like I said, there are 9 colours in this. I'll actually put a picture up that I've taken of this so you can see it, but absolutely gorgeous. And that's actually quite like a blacky brown. Perfect. You need one of them in every palette. Not every palette has one, which is so annoying. I'm also going to be showing you these, which are the Nuance Quartette. Probably saying that wrong, but there are 2 of these. So this one is Honey Nectar. As you can see there are 2 blusher shades, a more of a contour and a highlight one. This is very wearable. This is the darker one of the 2, so I'm going to use the other one as that will suit me more. But I actually really like this highlight shade. It's very gold, and I really like this as well. You could definitely use that as a highlight or a blusher. It's a pink with like gold reflex in it. Again, it has a huge mirror. You can see yourself there in the viewfinder. So that is the Honey Nectar one, and then the one I'm actually going to use is Sugar Blossom. I've tried this once and it's so good. So this is the lighter but slightly brighter one. So again, you've got 2 blusher shades, you've got a contour and also a highlight. This highlight is slightly more pinky toned, but absolutely gorgeous. So I'll show you a bit more of that when I start using it, because I'm going to use that. So I'm going to use this palette, the Pixi Rosette Ray Eye Effects palette. I keep forgetting what it's called, it's such a long name, but I'm going to use this to create a look, so carry on watching if you want to see what I create. So I've already done all my base makeup. I've also put some primer on, so that is all done. And I'm actually going to be using the mirror in this, so if I'm looking to the side, or you see it in the screen, that's why. So I'm going to start with this one here, which is French Rose. This is like an orangey pinky kind of colour. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it feels so soft if you touch it. It is quite light. Don't know if the camera can really pick that up there. It's quite a light colour, but that is going to be gorgeous as like the transitional crease shade. I'm actually going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the Spectrum B08. I love the Spectrum brushes. I'm sorry if the lighting changes as well in this video. It keeps changing outside, you know, typical English weather. Oh, that's really pretty. See, this is like a shade I would just wear on its own. You know, just like an everyday kind of shade. It's just very natural. And I actually really like orangey based eyeshadows. They don't really have to be orange, because this is like a little bit pinky. Definitely looks more orange on camera. But let's go blend that out. As you know, I am not the best at eyeshadow, but I love how matte this is though. Like, so if you can see on my eyelid here, it's slightly shiny where the primer is, but where I put this, it is like super matte. And I love a matte because with oily skin, it can sort of break through slightly. So if you're using a matte, it can sort of soak it up a little. That sounds absolutely disgusting, but you know exactly what I mean. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Like I said, it's just very light because I am going to go in with all the colours. I'm not entirely sure what this look is actually going to be at the minute because I haven't tried this palette. I literally just picked it up and thought, oh yeah, do a video on that today. Didn't plan what I was doing at all. But I think this palette is, looking at it anyway, it looks like it's such a good palette for like this time of year where it's sort of autumn. You want all like the orangey shades and the maroons and the bit of darker colours. But there again, I use them all year round. I just really like those type of colours. I think because I have blue eyes as well, they sort of suit it quite well. You might think differently, but that's what I think anyway. Oh, definitely seems more orange than pink. You can see a little bit of pink in it, but there we go. So I'll leave that for that shade, which is Rosette, no, French Rose, that one. And then next I am going to do, I don't know, let's do my outer corner. I'm useless at eyeshadow, I never know what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'll do my sort of outer corner here next. And for that I'm going to take this darker, sort of like a maroony but browny, this one here in the middle. So this is Plum. Absolutely gorgeous colour, but I have a little bit of an idea what I'm doing now. Again, there's not much fallout with these. I'm really impressed. Oh, that's quite nice. I get the feeling I should have used a better primer, to be honest, but so I'm sort of putting this on the outer and like a bit lower on the crease, just sort of bring it over. And I'm using a MAC 217S brush. Love this. Really good for like packing colours on. I will of course go in with another. I'm not really tapping these off either when I'm using them. I'm sort of just touching the pan and then straight onto my eye. And I can't see much fallout on my face. That might change when I use the dark colour at the end, but I don't think I have that colour in any other palette either. So that's really good that now I have this, and I have like a really nice plummy, browny, I don't really know what you call it. It's like a bit plummy, a bit brownish. You see like bits of purple in it. Really nice. And like you just see that it's so buildable as well. Just look how nice those shades are. So nice, and they blend so well together as well. Again, the lighting has changed. Now I'm going to take this like flatter but sort of quite soft brush that's actually stained red for some reason, and I'm going to take this shade at the bottom, which is Berry. So this is the darker maroon matte shade. Again, looks gorgeous. All these shades are so soft as well, you can just tell when you put your brush in them. And I'm going to put this on my lid. Oh, that's nice. I think this would be a gorgeous shade just on its own. I'm just putting that just in the very centre of my eye, just to sort of cover up that lid space. And also give something for the shimmer to stick to. Because of course with this I've got to use at least one of these shimmer shades. Because it'd be rude not to, they are so gorgeous. So that is that. Pretty good shade. It doesn't really show up that much against the plum colour, but and as we've gone for like the more maroony type shade on my eyes, that didn't make any sense. I'm going to use this one on this side, which is Wine, which is just like the perfect name for it. It's like a winey, maroony, it's a little bit pink, it's got gold flakes in it. Beautiful. Oh, again, very, very soft, as you can see there. That was good. I'll just do a little show you with the other shades. So in the middle, this one is Mocha, then that one is Ice, and then that is Glow. So you can see there, absolutely beautiful. I'm not about to go and wipe my hand off, but oh, look at them catching the light there. Beautiful. I love this one. So that one is, anyway, we're going to take this one here, and that is one I'm going to use on my eyelid. So again, I'm just going to use my finger to apply it because glitters work so much better. Oh my god. Love, love, love. Look at that, that's gorgeous. That is so nice. Can you just see it sort of catching the light there? Wow, and that is like one little touch of the palette. This is how I always apply like shadow, especially to the centre of my eye. I know some people like using a brush, but I just think they're really nice. You can just see like the little gold flakes in it. Wow. I love that. I think I'm going to take this one here, which is Glow. So that is the more golden kind of, yeah, it's more gold. Like the one next to it is quite light gold there. It's like a dark gold, sort of more orangey. So I'm going to take that into the corner of my eye. I always just blend it just slightly up onto the lid, as you can see there. And now for the bottom waterline, I'm not sure whether to take this or this. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take the bottom one, which again is Berry. So I was taking like a little pencil-y type brush. I don't know what you call it. But I like using these for the bottom. And I'm really just going to like slowly just drag it along. Basically up to where I put that very centre colour. Corner of my eye colour even, not centre. Again, there's not much fallout with these, which is incredible. Really happy with that. Oh, that looks really nice. I like that. As I said, I'm not the best at eyeshadow, so if I'm not blended right, I'm not doing this right or whatever, but I'm having fun. I see a little bit of fallout on this side and I'm not sure what shade it is. I think it could have been the plum shade, which is a slightly darker one. So I think that is the eyeshadow. Really love this palette. Oh, really love this palette. It's so nice. And look, those shimmers are just absolutely gorgeous. They're sort of a little more foily, but they just look amazing when on. Now I'm going to take this palette, which is the Sugar Blossom palette. Like I said, I think this is a slightly more lighter, but slightly brighter as well, as you can see from that pink. I'm not putting that on my face. So I'm going to do contour, and I'm actually using the Pixi brush, like the double-ended one. Really love this, it's so good for contour. And we're going to take this shade, which is Rosewood. Just reminds me of Pretty Little Thing. No, Pretty Little Liars. Pretty Little Liars, that's what I meant. A little crumbly in the pan and not too much. Just going to tap it off. Oh, that is pigmented. Don't know if that's really picking up on camera, but oh, you can see it definitely. Oh, it's actually really nice. It's like quite a warmish brown, but not too muddy. Like if you're pale like me, it can be so hard to find like a I put way too much. It can be quite hard to find a contour shade that actually looks alright, and I put way too much on. Now I've just messed it up. So I'm just going to see if I can blend it. Oh, it blends out really nicely. Oh, and you've gone out of focus. So it actually blends out really nicely. I put way too much on this side. On this one. But that blends really nicely out into the foundation. Oh, if you'd like to know, I use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting concealer and foundation in one. I've actually done a full video on that, so I'll leave that linked. So I'm just going to take a really light touch on this because it is very pigmented, and just sort of put it up here a little bit, just to add a bit of warmth because I'm pale. And for some reason the camera was making me look even more pale today. I think, like I said, it's because the light keeps changing such a lot today. And then for highlight, I'm going to take this one here, the more golden, which is Sugar. I couldn't read it then. I don't know why, but I just couldn't. So that is Sugar. So it's like a goldie, but it's got sort of pinky bits in. This isn't as powdery as the contour shade. Ooh, that is nice. That would look really nice just over your lid. But once it's on, you can sort of see that bit of pink reflection. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it just sort of reflects that little bit of pink in it while it's still being quite golden. So nice. So it again is this one here, if you can really see it that much. I'm just going to take a touch of that just on this little brush again, very lightly, just put it up there. And I always just sort of pat it in with my finger. Take a bit on my nose and my lip, because that's where I always put highlighter. Now part of me really wants to try this really bright blusher. At the same time, I'm a little scared because it is so bright. But then again, I think this one is a bit too shimmery for blusher. Now, I'm not a big blusher fan. I normally just use a really peachy blusher if I'm going to use one. So I'm literally just going to go. Look at that. That is from one touch. And it is bright pink. Oh, excess even comes off it. We'll go for it. Okay. You see how bright that is. Right, I'm going to turn the brush around to the other side and sort of try and blend it out a little bit. But it blends out very nice. You can barely see it on camera, but you can in person, trust me. I always just try to put a little bit over my nose as well. Oh, and this brush is Professional. I actually worked with them a long time ago, so I've had this brush a while. But it's so soft, it's like perfect for blusher. And then I'm going to do mascara, so I'm using the Clinique Chubby Lash. You know, if you've watched my channel for a while, that I absolutely love this mascara. I just think it's really, really good. And it just keeps my lashes exactly where I want them. So I'm just going to use the same mirror from just one of these palettes. These mirrors are actually really, really good size in both the eyeshadow palette and also this like quad palette. Really clear, so you can get right up close as well. And it's very clear, you can see everything. And because of the size as well, very impressed with that. Like, more palettes need proper mirrors in them. Some of the mirrors are just absolutely rubbish and you can't see anything. Well, that's what I think anyway. Or they're like the zoom in type mirrors. I don't know what you call it. I'm sure you know what I mean. Where it like zooms in on your face. I don't like applying eyeshadow with that type of mirror because I can't see what I'm doing and it's too close. I'm just like, no. So that is mascara. As I said, I love that anyway. And I'm actually going to use a Pixi, what are these? Sheer Rose. Are they like lip plump or something? But it's in Sheer Rose, so I'm going to use that one with a lip liner. So I will be back with you in a second when that is all done. So this is my finished look using the Pixi Beauty Eye Effects Rosette Ray palette, which is this one. And I absolutely love this palette. I just think these shades are so wearable. Absolutely love this look that I did. It's such a look that I would wear anyway. These eyeshadows are incredibly soft. The shimmers, just beautiful. They're sort of foily. And there actually isn't much fallout with this. I looked at my face just a second ago and there was no fallout on my face. There was, well, maybe one or two little bits just on one side. But apart from that, that is really, really good. Normally with most eyeshadow palettes I do notice quite a bit of fallout. There was a little bit dust in the palette, more with the Quartette palette, this one, the face palette. There was a bit more fallout with especially this shade, the more contour shade, which is Rosewood. That seemed to be the most powdery out of them all. Not like unusable, just a little bit. But I have to say, I think my favourite out of the colours is between this one, which is Wine, and also Glow, these two shimmers. Beautiful. I actually really like Plum as well. I was not expecting to like that, but it's such a gorgeous shade and it just goes so well with the other colours in the palette. So I'll just do a little close-up now just to give you a full look at the look. You know what I mean. Anyway. Look, let me know also if you have tried Pixi eyeshadows before, what do you think of them? I absolutely really love them. I have tried a couple before, but yeah, this palette, amazing. And you also have to let me know if you'd like me to do the same type of video with the other palettes as well, as obviously there are two others, one eyeshadow and one face palette. And I could of course do this or another type of eyeshadow look or video with it. Yeah, let me know what you think of this look and also the palette. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. And I'll see you soon in another. Bye!